Hello everybody, today I'm gonna be showing you how to make tropical islands in Fortnite. First, you're gonna be wanting to take this piece, which is found if you go to galleries, go over to the left, go to terrain, and you wanna go find the sand dune gallery, and you wanna get the first piece, take that out, you're gonna wanna blow it all the way up. And then put grid snap on, and you're gonna want to count to 20, going like hitting left bumper for your Xbox. I don't know what it is for the other places. And then gonna want to count 20, making it smaller. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, now that you got this piece, you're gonna want to go over to the water. We're gonna want to grab these two terrain pieces, which is gonna be in the same terrain area. In the Shark Cliff Gallery, you're gonna want to get this piece and this piece and this piece. Here to this, you're gonna want to blow this all the way up to the max that it can go. And then for both of these, you're gonna want to pick it up. You made this a little too tall, so you're gonna make it a little smaller by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna reset the rotation just in case I messed it up. Can I place it now? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now I can place it. And now since we have it lined up like this to where I can build on both pieces, I'm gonna want to take the sand piece on grid, turn off grid snap, and I'm gonna bring it down just a little bit so it's under it and not z-fighting with the grass. And as you can see, I can still build on it wherever I want to. You can still build on this wherever I want to. Now we're gonna go ahead and make the island, which is literally either you want to do random, or first you might want to make the shape of your island on a piece of paper to see what you really want to build. And you can do this with grid snap on. You just have to. Oops. You have to make sure, and if you're doing it by 32, you can still do that. If you can have a grid snap on, you can do that to keep it on the same level as the other pieces. So you're gonna want to go ahead and use the grid snap 32. You might want to slow down your fight speed while doing terrain, so you can do this. Now, this is the easier way for you to do the terrain and curve it, but what I normally do is to take a grid snap off and turn it myself. Now watch, since I'm turning it myself, it is like obviously off, and there's big cracks in it. What you want to do is go up here, grab it, and let it fall. You have to be on the prop that is higher than the other, and it has to be overlapping where you want to place it. And now that you see it is like flushed together and it's fighting, what you're gonna do after it, I'm gonna show you how to fix that after we do the rest of the island. Now we want to go ahead and finish the island whichever way you wanted to. Okay, now that I've done that, as you can see, this is not flush like we wanted to. Now I'm gonna go back and find where the leveling is a little bit off, and I'm gonna take this part that is off of the other pieces. I think it got up a little too far, like I didn't want it to. I'm gonna take that, and now it's to flush with these pieces, and I'm gonna keep going to see if there's any drop-offs in the leveling. And now as you can see, everything is working together. And now this piece right here is having a little bit of trouble because you can see a lot of cracks. Either you can fix these with rocks, or you can do this. Take this, reset the rotation, and turn that 4 times to and then you're gonna want to connect the two pieces together. There. Then you're gonna come down here place it like that. And then since this isn't like flush with the other pieces, you're gonna do the same thing I told you earlier with the other pieces to make it at the same level. And now we don't have any more Z fighting. Now we're gonna continue on to the grass. We're gonna grab the grass terrain piece, and we're gonna put that there up against the sand, so we don't have any of the gap showing in between it. And we're gonna go ahead and use the grass to go all the way around the island. Okay, since we have that done, now that I've done that, you're gonna see that we have the two bodies of water there that we do not want to be shown to the through the island. We want actual island there. So I want to go back to the terrain area. I want to go down to the arid cliff gallery and grab this specific piece right here. We're gonna make it as big as, like, we do not want to adjust the height. We're gonna adjust we're gonna make the width and depth the max that we can go with it. We're gonna come down here with it, and we're gonna do the same thing I did with the sand dunes earlier. Okay, so now we're gonna have to go to the grass area. We're gonna grab this grass piece, and we're going to make it as big as we can again. Except for the height, you just want the width and depth to be as big as you can get it. Now you're gonna come over here, place it to where it takes up the majority, like the most amount of like these triangular things are going in, so you can patch those up. You want to come over here, make sure it is flush to the ground, no cracks. And then you're gonna bring it over here and do the same throughout the whole island. And if you have stuff like this, you're gonna have to readjust it so there isn't that anymore. Now right here, since I have this popping out and I can't fix it, I'm gonna make the piece smaller just a little bit on the width. Then I'm gonna go back to the piece I created originally and bring it over here and continue. Now we have the whole island, and yeah, we're gonna be putting the vegetation on it next again. So you're gonna want to unselect the terrain area, and then you want to go up to the nature, and you're going to go down and select the sanctuary nature gallery, and then whatever rock type that you're using for the rest of the map, like whatever map you're making. So say if I wanted if you're gonna do the chapter 2 rocks, you're gonna take the variant rock gallery. And then if you're gonna do chapter 1 to tropical island kind of look, you're gonna want to grab the chapter 1 tropical island stuff like the jungle nature and the chapter 1 desert nature gallery. And then you're gonna go ahead, place this out, and then with the whatever rock type you want. If you're doing a chapter 1 field, you're not gonna use this. You're gonna be wanting to take out the jungle nature gallery and use the palm trees from there, and also the jungle tree. But for our example, I'm doing the chapter 3 pieces, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab the Trunker Speedway nature for my build. Okay, so for the first part, we're gonna take these like smooth rocks that we have from the sanctuary gallery. I'm gonna take over here, and I'm gonna put the smooth rocks inside of the water. You do not want any of these rougher rocks that we're gonna be using later inside of the water, because it makes it more realistic kind of vibe, because the water would make the rocks smoother. Okay, after we did the rocks in the water, we're gonna grab the rocks that we are gonna use up here. I suggest that if you're doing the tropical area, you're gonna want to do mostly moss rocks. Sometimes you're gonna do, if you want to, just do the normal rocks too. It doesn't matter. Just pick some rocks that you're gonna want to use. I suggest not using these because I don't really see the point of using them because they look man-made. So after I chose the rocks I'm gonna come over here, and these rocks are gonna go ahead and go on the grass area. After you did that, if you're using the if you're doing chapter 1 type of feel, yeah, you're gonna have to do the tropical rocks instead of the rocks I just did. So you're gonna bring that out instead of like these variety rocks. If you're doing chapter 2, if you're doing a chapter 1 feel again, you're gonna want to go take the desert nature out. But in this example, obviously, I'm going to be doing the like chapter 3 kind of feel. So I'm going to use these because if you look, this like the chapter 3 one, it has a much smoother look and it looks different to the actual one that we have for from the original desert in chapter 1. We're gonna take the small rocks that we have here. Okay, so we're gonna take the small rocks and we're gonna go ahead and place them around the sand area. Okay, now you're gonna take the trees. If you're doing chapter 1, you're gonna do the jungle with nature, and you're gonna take this. If you're gonna do chapter 2, chapter 3, you're gonna take this stuff over here from the sanctuary. Oh. Actually, first, what I normally do is take that and then that. Then we're gonna come down here with this piece placed, and then you're gonna make this resized a little bit. And then rotate it, and I have 3 of them. I'm gonna take the palm tree now. And put them inside of this. Now if they're like touching each other like that, you're gonna have to like, move them so they're not. And then you're gonna go ahead and grab this stuff and copy it all over. And look the exact same way. And now you're gonna take you're going to want to resize it just a little bit so it doesn't look the exact same though. Okay, now that you have that, you're gonna want to go ahead and get the other plants like this one and this one and this, and you're gonna want to bring this around and plant it everywhere. Then you're gonna take a different looking palm tree. It doesn't matter which one. You could use the same one too if you want to. Then you're gonna place these on the shores. Go to Variant Foliage Gallery B and take this tree. Then you're gonna wanna take this, blow it up a little bit, and then shrink it and move it around like I am now. If you want a different variety of rocks, I suggest going down to the top secret galleries, going to the rock and selecting some of the shark pieces and selecting some of them. You can have them slightly going into the water. Like this. You can also have them sitting inside of here. And now we have the tropical island full with all of nature. I'm going to delete all of the nature and rocks I have put up here. Now that we have a tropical island, we're going to take whatever pieces you want. Like, this is just an optional thing. You can just leave it bare and like this. Or not. I'm gonna go ahead and go to sanctuary stuff though, so I can do the thing I'm gonna do here. I'm just gonna build a little shack or house, whatever you want to call it here. Now I'm gonna use the pieces from this and now in here you just put whatever you want, but I'm not gonna do that. Okay, now you have a tropical island that you have built. Yours can't. It doesn't have to look exactly like mine. Obviously, as I said during the tutorial, you can use like chapter 1 pieces. You do not have to use the shark pieces. Just yeah, this is what my tropical island came out like. I would, if you would like to use code AHornet in the item shop. Maybe if you found this helpful, please leave a like on this video. And yeah, I hope you guys have had a good day. Bye.